Hello! Today I'm going to show y'all how to do the Tunisian Crochet Brioche stitch in one color and two colors. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex and today I'm going to show y'all how to do the Tunisian Crochet Brioche stitch. There are multiple ways to create a brioche stitch in Tunisian crochet, but this is one of my favorite ways and I love the look of this. This stitch creates a gorgeous texture as you can see. One color brioche and two color brioche are both very beautiful stitches, and they can both be achieved very simply by using the simple stitch and the twisted simple stitch. Today I'm using Universal Yarn Deluxe Bulky Superwash yarn. It is a 100% superwash wool and it has 106 yards. Today I'm using the color Smoke Heather and I love the stitch definition that this yarn creates. I'm also using Classic Pink for the two color version. I'm also using my size K 6.5mm Cruella Deville Tunisian hook by Furls, but you can also practice this stitch with a crochet hook that has no handle. Now let's get started. This stitch pattern is a multiple of 2, so any number that is a multiple of 2 can be used. Today I'm starting with a chain of 14. Row 1 forward pass. Starting in the second chain from the hook, pick up a loop in each chain across. You can insert the hook into the chain like normal, or you can insert the hook into the back hump of the chain. You should now have 14 loops on the hook. Row 1 return pass. Make a regular return pass. Yarn over and pull through one loop. Yarn over and pull through two loops. Yarn over and pull through two loops across until one loop remains on the hook. I have just finished my return pass for row 1. Now for row 2 forward pass. The loop on the hook counts as the first stitch and it counts as a Tunisian knit stitch. Now to begin the repeat. Tunisian simple stitch into the next stitch by inserting the hook behind the next front vertical bar from right to left, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Tunisian twisted simple stitch into the next stitch by inserting the hook behind the next front vertical bar, but from left to right. I like to stretch the stitch up, create a little loop, and then insert my hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Continue this across until one stitch remains. I'm going to continue across until one stitch remains and then I'll check back in with you. I now have one stitch left. Insert the hook behind the last two vertical bars. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Row 2, return pass. Make a normal return pass. If you need a reminder on how, I will have the timestamp below for the return pass from earlier in the video. I have now completed the return pass for row 2. Now repeat row 2 until the desired length, then bind off. For a video tutorial on the stitches in this video and on how to bind off, check out the links in the box below. Now for the two color version. It is very similar except that the main color is used in the forward pass while carrying the contrast color across, and then the contrast color is used for the return pass while the main color is carried across. I have already made my forward pass for row 1 and now I'm ready to make my return pass. It is a normal return pass just like for the one color version, but I've dropped my main color of yarn and now I'm holding my contrast yarn. I will use it for the return pass and I will carry the main color across. Yarn over with the contrast color and pull through one loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now I'm going to go ahead and start carrying the main color across by crossing the main color across the contrast color. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Careful not to pull the main color through. I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops a few more times, and then I will carry the yarn again. Now that I have 2 loops remaining, yarn over with the main color and pull through the last 2 loops to change the color back to the main color. This is what your work should look like so far. This is what the back of the work should look like. Row 2, forward pass. It is the same as the one color version, except that the contrast color is carried across every few stitches or so. First loop is on the hook and it counts as a Tunisian knit stitch. Now to begin the repeat, Tunisian simple stitch into the next stitch, twisted simple stitch into the next stitch. If you need help with these 2 stitches, I have links below. Continue this across until 1 stitch remains, but every few stitches or so, carry the contrast yarn. Carry the contrast color across by crossing it over the main yarn and continue across, but be careful not to pull the contrast color through the front of the work. Insert the hook behind the last 2 vertical bars, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Repeat the return pass for row 1, I'll have the timestamp below, then repeat row 2 until the desired length, then bind off. For a video tutorial on the stitches in this video and on how to bind off, check out the links in the box below. If you liked this video tutorial, please give it a huge thumbs up and or share on social media. It's really super appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe now for more free tutorials, patterns, fun videos, and reviews. Until next time, bye and happy crocheting!